Hey guys, Lucas Dantas here. Terrible match. Um, I don't understand how we could do like a first half. I think the first half was an average first half. I don't think we played bad. We had a chance of the match with Paul Mullen, uh, but yeah, that this game was terrible from all points of view because we didn't play well and also we were not lucky at all. Very unlucky with two opportunities, both from Paul Mullen, both hitting the post, and that sums it up. Our team, we were used to see Wrexham pressuring a lot, even when we were like losing 2-0, like we're losing 4-1 against Swindon Town. We were still pressuring, and that's not what happened today. We looked fragile. Maybe fragile is not the word, but harmless. I think that's the right word, harmless, because we just couldn't do our game. We couldn't create plays. We were trying too much long balls. Let's go back to the beginning. So like the first half, for example, the lineup that we started the game with. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Jordan Davis on the left side. We don't have James McLean. We don't have Jacob Mendy. Jordan Davis is able to play on the left side, so okay, no problem with that. Anthony Ford on the right side, no problem with that. Good. James Jones, George Evans added in the midfield. We have seen it. Nothing to see here. Sandalby and Paul Mullen playing. Sandalby has been playing since that game against Notts County, so no problem at all. And then the back line with Hayden, Tozer, and Thomas O'Connor. So like, if you look name by name, there's nothing to criticize. But then like the way the team played, especially on the second half, I think the first half I think the plan kind of worked well. Accrington didn't hurt us that much. We had the chance with Paul Mullen, but then we could see that Sandalby wasn't as good as we've seen in the last few games. Since the game against Notts County, Sandalby has been doing very well, even off the ball. You know, off the ball, he's always pressuring, winning aerial balls. So that's good. But also on the ball, he was pretty good, doing right passes, making right decisions, not rushing the game when there's no need to rush the game, trying to always like put the ball down and trying to find the best position player. That's what he has done in the last three games, but in this game particularly, I didn't like at all. And even like in this, like in the second half, there's this display that I think is a corner kick or is it a cross, that the ball is coming towards Anthony Ford, and then Sandalby steps into the ball, and then he just ruins it. There were other plays that he tries to switch up the game on the other side, and then he throws outside of the field. So those are like terrible plays that I remember. It's still like in my mind, fresh in my mind, that for me that symbolize how badly Sandalby did today. Nothing against him. I think he has been superb in these last three games, but just today, nothing worked. And Phil Parkinson, again, too much time to make the subs. Like why Sandalby had to wait until 80th minute to leave? He could have been sacked. He could have been left out before. He could have been subbed before. Palmer could have gotten like 65 minutes. The game wasn't good. It didn't look anything was going our way. We were not pressuring. We were trying. Like Accrington, they played the game that they needed to play. After they scored the first goal, nothing happened. Like for 10 minutes, nothing really happened. They were on the floor all the time. They had man down every single play. The ball went out, they had a man down. That's what happened the whole game. Like from their perspective, that was a perfect game from them the second half. But from our side, from our perspective, incredibly poor from our side. And the player that I did not have any reason to criticize, and up to this game, I still didn't. It's Okonkwo, man. That was an unfortunate mistake by him, and that changed the whole game. With 1-0 down, there were still like chances of like trying to get an aerial ball, trying to get Tozer, one of those throw-ins to get to the box. But with 2-0 down, the rebound given by Okonkwo just killed us on that second goal. I think a lot needs to be revisited within the team. Today, there was no like, I couldn't pick one best player. Like if we had to find our man of the match, I don't think I could find one. Maybe George Evans, but still, a lot of people would not agree with me. But it's just because everyone was so badly, it was just one of those days, or just one of those off days. Hopefully for the next game against Morecambe, we can do better. We have to do better. Notts County now, it's on the third position. Same amount of points, same amount of games, 18 games each, 33 points each, but they have one, I think they have 6 on the goal difference, and we have 5. I know it's one more than us. And of course, Mansfield Town now is the second place, and they have one game in hand. They are now with 35 points. Stockport County, leader by far, first position, 41 points, 18 games. And Mansfield Town could potentially get to 38 points, being only 3 points behind Stockport County. I think for the next game, we have to win. We have to come with a different attitude. It's going to be at the racecourse ground, so we have everything in our hands to make this a good recovery for us. Very good to bounce back from a loss like this with a win. So yeah, hopefully everything's gonna go right. But I'm starting to think that we might need a new signing for the attack. I think we need a new forward. I don't know how Fletcher's gonna come back. Palmer is just like his physical condition is in decline. It's not a secret. Like everyone knows that every time there's a sequence of games, he just can't handle. And and having Sundowby and Bickerstaff as the only options, there's really much what we can do to change a game from that perspective. We need to hope that Sundowby is one of those days. But yeah, we need someone consistent to share this responsibility with Paul Mullen. Elliot Lee doing well. Paul Mullen doing well. Elliot Lee is our best player in this in League 2 so far. But just compare with Notts County. Notts County have Jody Jones, Don Crowley, Langstaff, Mac Goldrick, all players that are able to decide a game, to define in a crucial moment. They are able to decide a game.